Good morning. Welcome to a Saturday drizzling morning.
In this episode, it's time for me to get down off the beautiful mountain town of Jiufen and head into Taipei. I'm supposed to rejoin my friends from Singapore who have been touring around Taipei city for the past few days. But first, before leaving Jiufen, let me walk around this Jiufen during daytime and see how it is different from the night.
I've just checked out from the hostel. Now trying to have a last look at this place before leaving Jiufen. So this is Jiufen during daytime and before the crowd start coming in. And now I'm going to show you what Jiufen is like during daytime before the crowd comes in. Time now is 9:20. So the store starts to set up. The crowd is generally still quite thin. So this is the very famous place to do all your punch card. Yeah, especially at night. Let me walk you to Army Tea House. Totally nobody as compared to yesterday night. I think that's the best time if you do not want to have any people in your pictures. So that's Army Tea House, and this is the spot, very famous spot to take the pictures. So 10 out of 10 of people coming here will have this spot. I'm having this entire tea house picture all to myself. Yeah. The crowd at night can be very maddening. Okay, this is Army Tea House, a famous tea house in Jiufen. So that's the entrance. You do have to make reservation before coming in. Let me continue on because there's something quite interesting further down. Along the shop houses, you can see some memorabilia, movie memorabilia of this place in the movies. Oh, yeah, that's the ghost house. So just a few steps coming down from Ame, you will reach a mini square. Yeah, like this. This is where the ghost house is situated. You can see its poster plastered everywhere along Jiufen. Okay, and there is a cinema. Okay, this used to be an old cinema in the old town of Jiufen. Right now it's under restoration of sorts. So this is a very quaint square. So over here, if you walk further, I think that's the residential area of this place. You can have another view of the harbor just below, and the shop houses here. Again, lots of rooftop terrace cafe overlooking the harbor and the mountains. I like the sights of Jiufen. I like the old houses, okay, but certainly I do not like the crowd. Yeah, I'm a little bit of tourist phobia, so that's why I shun coming over here during the tourist peak hours. This is what probably Jiufen looked like before the mass commercialization comes in and take over the entire thing. So it's a village nested along the hillside, facing the sea. Walking further down, you can see a signage of Jiufen Gold Mine Museum. So if you go down, I think that's leading to the Gold Mine Museum. However, as I look at it from the outside, it looks a little bit defunct. Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's too early for me or whether it has closed. So you have to check it out yourself. Where I'm standing here is the viewpoint of Jiufen. So over here, you can have a look at Jiufen from afar. Yeah, so that's Jiufen, the main town of Jiufen, right over there. So that's the main hustle and puzzle. So you have to come over here and take a look okay, from a distance. Wow, look at the temple. It's a sizable temple right in the middle of the forest. So just now I would like to walk further, but I think the raining kind of stopped me from walking further. Yeah, because the rain starts to get heavier. So no choice, I have to turn back. I've gotten back to the true fair of Jiufen. So this is the main street, main shopping street of Jiufen. As you can see now, the tourists are streaming in. Yeah. So when the tourists stream in, that means that I have to leave. So by 10 a.m., all the shops would have been open, and that's where all the tourists reaches food peak hour. Yeah. Until all the way till 7, yeah, and the day tripper will leave the place, returning the tranquility to Jiufen. So depending on what you want. So if you want to do shopping, I think coming to Jiufen during peak hours, the peak tourist hours, I think that's the best thing. Else, if you are like me who enjoy tranquility, then come after the tourist peak hours. Rain or shine, tourist still comes. So I'm making my move out now. I thought of having breakfast here, but the shops here are either in the state of opening or is closed. So that's the reason why I will have lunch outside of this Jiufen. So the 7-Eleven over here marks the beginning and the ending of Jiufen. So right now I'm leaving the old street, which is behind me, and looking for the bus stop back to Taipei. To return back to Taipei, you have to take the upslope, which leads to the bus stop. Yes, I saw the bus. Let me just make a dash. That's not to Taipei. Okay, but that is the bus stop. Ah, 这是去台北的吗？多少钱啊？ 好，等一下，我上去。Alright, I'm at the terminal station. What is this? Oh, 忠孝复兴站. So this is the terminal which you can catch the bus to Jiufen also. It serves as the terminal station for me and the beginning station for people wanting to go to Jiufen.
Meanwhile,
so if you for some reason need to store your bag somewhere while in Taipei, so this is one of the alternatives. So there's locker services in Ximen Station. So that's where you can put your bags temporarily. So this is the instruction. So press English, of course, to store it. Put my luggage in the empty locker. Okay, I'll take 29. Oops. Oh, select the locker number 29奇怪passport number 然后我选Oh, I see. Okay, bingo. That's it. Thank you. This is Sudirsan Memorial Hall. I'm supposed to meet a bunch of friends from Singapore at this station. Exit 4. That is what our meeting place is. Can't wait to talk to people now. Haven't been talking to people for past 2 days.